Hey there, history buffs! Today I'm diving deep into the world of historical misconceptions. You won't believe some of the myths we've all been tricked into believing, so let's debunk them, one by one. First up, Cleopatra. We've all seen her depicted as this stunning, seductive queen. But did you know she wasn't actually Egyptian? Cleopatra was Greek. She was a descendant of Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals. And those famous looks? Well, ancient coins show she might have been more about brains than beauty. She spoke multiple languages and was a shrewd political leader. So forget the Hollywood glamour. Cleopatra was a brilliant strategist. Next, the Dark Ages. Sounds pretty gloomy, right? But hold on. Historians now argue it wasn't all that dark. Sure, there was a lot of turmoil after the fall of Rome, but it wasn't just a time of ignorance and decline. There were significant advancements in science, agriculture, and art. For example, the invention of the heavy plow revolutionized farming. So maybe we should call it the not-so-dark ages. Ever heard the one about Napoleon being really short? It's a classic. But in reality, Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't as short as people think. He was around 5'6" or 5'7", which was actually average height for a Frenchman of his time. The myth likely started because of a confusion between French and British measurement units. So, next time you hear someone call Napoleon short, you can set the record straight. Alright, on to Viking helmets. Picture a Viking, and what do you see? A fierce warrior with a horned helmet, right? Wrong. There's no evidence that Vikings wore horned helmets in battle. This popular image came from 19th century opera costumes. Actual Viking helmets were simple and practical, so those horns? Pure myth. Now let's talk about Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. We've all heard this phrase attributed to her. But guess what? There's no record of her ever saying it. The quote actually comes from a story written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau when Marie was just a child. It was likely used to illustrate the disconnect between the monarchy and the poor, but it's more fiction than fact. Lastly, George Washington's teeth. The man who never told a lie supposedly had wooden teeth. But this one's a tall tale too. Washington did have dental issues and wore dentures, but they weren't made of wood. His false teeth were crafted from ivory, human teeth, and even animal teeth. Imagine how uncomfortable that must have been. So there you have it, folks. Some of the most common historical myths debunked. History is full of surprises, and sometimes the truth is even more fascinating than the myths. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more historical revelations. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.